Now, the very definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting a different result. And when we're talking about alcohol use disorder, drinking on a regular basis and expecting that somehow you're going to get out of this situation and that you're going to stop drinking someday is not a game plan. That's not how it works. Most people are drinking because they have repressed emotions. They're covering up something. The alcohol has become a solution to their anxiety, their stress, repressed emotions, their family culture, peer pressures, reason why they started, hereditary issues, and a plethora of other things. Could be dual issues like bipolar or PTSD, ADHD, and being an introvert. I mean, all kinds of different things that can, is the reason why someone is drinking. But the point is, if you want to stop and you're not able to, and you've tried a number of times, is because you're doing the exact same thing that you've always done. And the number one thing that you must do is you got to commit to the process. The only person who can do that is the person who looks in the mirror. Okay, because you can BS the people in your life. You can gaslight them and tell everybody else that everybody else is the problem. But it all starts with you at the end of the day. You're drinking because of you, because of the decisions that you made, maybe because of the experiences that you've had in your life. And yes, it may not be 100% the reason why you started. Nobody wants to just say, "Hey, I want to start drinking and I'm going to go down this road." But you're here now. And the only one who can get you out of this situation is you. And the thing is, I hear the same excuses all the time. Well, I tried AA, but I didn't like it. I didn't get into the higher power thing, and I didn't really, I didn't like a lot of the people there. They're just kind of telling stories, and they're all smoking cigarettes, and, I don't know. I just didn't relate to it. Okay, well, there's lots of other places to go to. There's Smart Recovery, Life Ring, Women for Sobriety, and for women, there's the AA chapter for women that are just for women, I think, which is really important to be with people that you're going to bond with. There's also many local organizations. If you live in any kind of cosmopolitan area, there's going to be local ones, and sometimes they're the best because they have counselors on staff. You can find excuses or you can find ways to figure this out, but you can't do both. So if you're just throwing your hands up because you stuck your finger in the water and said you didn't like it, that's not trying. That's just finding another reason not to do it and to continue with your alcohol. It's another form of denial. Unless you're putting 100% of who you are in as a person, it becomes your focus to get sober. You're wasting your time, and you're wasting the time of everybody in your life, and you know it. Okay, unless you're committed 100%, make it a priority in your life. And I mean by priority, if you need to go to a detox rehabilitation facility for 30 or 60 days, and your excuse is, well, I work and I have children and I can't do all this. Well, you know what? They'll still be here when you get back. And what's more important, your mental health for the rest of your life, or some job that you can probably replace when you get out? I mean, if it's that concern, you have to make it a priority. Again, you have excuses or you take action. You don't do both. And the only person who can determine that and understand that and make it a priority in your life is you. So again, doing the exact same things that you always do and going back to your comfort zone, which is drinking on a regular basis, is because at some point you've become physically, emotionally, and chemically addicted to the alcohol. And that's a tough situation. That's when you need to detox. You need to go to professional detox, so they have medication so that you can come down off the buzz, off the alcohol, especially if you've been drinking consistently for weeks or months. You have to go into a professional setting because you can have a heart attack, a stroke, you can go into convulsions, and in some extreme cases, you can pass away from it. It's a lot of stress on the body. So you got to do the right thing. You have to do something different. There has to be a watershed moment in your life where you had this life, an event took place, a decision, and a focus, and then the rest of your life is completely different. Okay, you need to do it for, I know it's hard to understand, but you need to do it for your children. You need to do it for your family. You need to do it for the people that you genuinely care about in your life, if you genuinely care about them. You don't want to pass this horrific disease onto your children if that's the situation. And marriage is worth saving. If you have a marriage worth saving, when you start making priority in your life to get sober, if you have good relationships in your life, the people in your life will rally around you. You will see sides of them, good sides of them, to help you, because your family's been traumatized. Believe me, whether you realize that or not, they're traumatized every day, having to watch you destroy yourself on a regular basis. Really, the last thing I want to say, this whole notion of you got to wait till you hit rock bottom is, I don't agree with that 100%, because, you don't want to be the person who wakes up on a park bench passed out, and a police officer wakes you up at 9 o'clock in the morning because you don't even remember where you are, or you get a DUI, or you hurt somebody driving, or, you find yourself, in an emergency situation, in a life or death situation. That doesn't, you don't even need to wait to get there. Okay. It's your life is too fragile to go down that road, to put yourself and other people in harm's way. Get it nipped in the bud, make the decision, make the commitment before you ever have to get to your rock bottom. You will thank yourself, and everybody in your life will thank you as well. And again, I have a complete coaching program that's designed to reinvent yourself, put you on the path, change your bad habits, and create good habits. It's life coaching, and it's coaching to get you out of the situation. It's also for your family. Set up a breakthrough call. Link is in the bio. It takes about 45 minutes. We do a deep dive into what's going on with you in your life. And, I'm looking for people who want to change their life and the lives of their family. The call is free. The course is definitely not. But you're ready for change. Give it a whirl.